Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Now you've probably read the title and you're thinking, huh? And yeah, I know everybody and their mama needs sunscreen, okay? But being black and from the experiences that I've seen and witnessed, I know quite a few black people, especially those who are of a darker hue, who honestly believe that just because they are more melanin infused, that they don't have to worry about sun exposure. They honestly think that them being of a deeper complexion, they won't have to worry about burning and stuff like that, and that might be a little true. I'm sure we've all seen it. People who have lighter skin tones, they go to the beach for like a day, and you touch here, it changes colors because they're all red here, it flakes, it burns, it looks painful. Yeah, maybe you don't have to worry about that, but skin cancer still exists and it doesn't discriminate. It's one of the few things that doesn't discriminate. So there is that possibility. Other reasons why you should, be worried about sun exposure, although I feel like, cancer should be enough. In the beauty community, there is a very big reliance on skincare, which there should be. The more flawless your skin looks, the better your makeup will go on top of it. That's what everyone loves to say. So imagine you spend all this money on products to get your skin looking right, to get rid of dark scarring. Something that deeper skin tones have to worry about is hyperpigmentation. So imagine, you're out here with your vitamin C serums and all these other things that you're putting on your skin, hoping that it'll help you get an even complexion. And then you think that you don't need to worry about sun exposure, like every time you go out and you expose your bare skin to the sun, that all those dark spots that you've been working on, all that hyperpigmentation that you've been working on to get rid of, is not going to come back. If anything, they're going to make them even darker, and it's just going to be a repeating cycle of you wasting your money. And there are other reasons on why you should be using sunscreen, but sis, like, I don't need to go into them, just wear it, okay? So I did mention not too long ago that I have been testing out quite a few different sunscreens, to see what was dark skin friendly. Some fears that deeper skin tones have when it comes to sunscreen is that cast that it leaves on your skin, that ashy factor there on your skin. So I've been testing them out for those things. If you guys did not know, there are pretty much two types of sunscreens. There are physical sunscreens and chemical sunscreens, and with chemical sunscreens you'll realize that those are the ones, because they're chemical sunscreens, they break down quicker with more sun exposure. So those are the ones that you'll see say things like reapply every 2 hours, as opposed to other sunscreens that'll say apply every 4 or 5 hours or something like that. I have 5 technically here, 4 bottles that I can actually physically show you what the sunscreen looks like, and then 1 that I don't have the bottle because I gave it away, but I can tell you my experience with it and why I gave it away. And because y'all know that your girl likes to talk, let me just get into the sunscreen. And before I get into the first one, I do just want to point out that I have combo oily sensitive skin. The first sunscreen is the Roche Posay Double Repair Moisturizer UV Broad Spectrum SPF 30. This retails for $19.99 for 2.5 ounces. And the biggest thing to take away, because they're all going to say, helps protect skin and blah blah blah, but this says replenishes moisture for all day hydration and helps resolve skin's natural protective barrier. I actually tried this on recommendation. I was at an event for La Roche-Posay, and an influencer there not only said that this was her favorite SPF, but she was wearing it in that moment. It looked flawless under her makeup. I have been wearing this in a good majority of the videos that I have uploaded on my channel since I showed this in a video not too long ago. So that's what it looks like underneath makeup. There is no, I'll put this one on my face because I do like this one. There is no issue with that grayness or that ashiness. This is what it looks like. It's pure white. And then, oh, that was a lot for just one side of my face. And then that's what it looks like if you try blending it out on your face. Let's just speed through this part. So that is it on the side of my face. I can't really say that you'll feel any hydration from this. Really, I don't feel any hydration whatsoever from this when I put it on my face. But there's moisturizer for that. There's primer for that. I just need a sunscreen that's not going to make me look ashy on my face. So next up is the Cotz Cotz. Should have looked up the name before I did this video. Flawless Complexion Mineral Sunscreen. This retails for, well, here's the thing. This is one of those products where it kind of varies. You just kind of have to find it where you can find it. But I'm looking at it on Amazon right now, and it says $19.99. I guess the original price is $22.99 for 2.5 ounces. And it says for this sunscreen that it is breakout free, free of oils, chemical sunscreen, I think free of gluten, non-greasy, non-oily. I also do like this one. This one is a little bit newer to me, but I have also been wearing this in recent videos. What I like about this one is this one low-key has a little tint to it. So the first one that I showed you was pure white, but this is more of a borderline chalky tan. But you know, once you put it on your face, it's still a lot for... Once you put it on your face and start blending out, this, I'm not gonna lie, this one takes a minute to blend out, especially if you take that much on one side. Not gonna lie, that one took a minute to blend out there on my face. It certainly is thicker there, and that's funny because I feel like people say physical sunscreens are the ones that are going to take some more effort to blend out on your face. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but the first sunscreen that I showed, that one was more lightweight, and the first one has more of a your grandma's house type of scent. Not full on sunscreen, because I know, you know, that's also a turn off for some people when it comes to sunscreen. They can't deal with the sunscreen smell. So let me tell you how some of these sunscreens smell. The first one has more of a, you know, floral, your grandma's house type of scent. That's the best way that I can explain it. And this one, it's kind of the same thing. It's kind of like they almost mask these sunscreens in, you know, a perfumey type of smell so that you don't smell the sunscreen scent so strongly, because they know that that scent does bother people so much. So I feel like they both kind of smell the same way, but that one is a little bit more tinted. It's not full on white, and, you know, again, we don't have that ash, you know, greasy look going on there. I do feel like this one is nice under makeup as well. And you might have noticed that this one, or maybe you didn't because I'm not sure if I said it, but this one is SPF 50. This one was SPF 30. And sometimes, you know, people might think, oh, because it's, you know, an SPF of 1,000, that it'll be better for you. But it really just breaks down into the ingredients that are in it. Now, I don't recall what the ingredient was, but if you guys have seen the video that I did on the dermatologist who was speaking, she said that there is some type of ingredients that they can put in sunscreens that will just really help protect you against the sun. However, here in America, it's not the most common to be FDA approved, which is why you can't find it in that many SPFs. I do believe she said this one from Roche Posay is one of those sunscreens that has actually been FDA approved, but it's something that you can find in sunscreens, more so in other countries, you know, the UK, stuff like that, just because of, you know, US regulations. So, that ingredient being in this SPF, even though it is an SPF of 30, could help more than an SPF that might be, you know, an SPF of 50 or something like that. So that's also good to know. Like, just don't think like you need to go directly for the highest thing. You really need to be looking at the ingredients that are in these products, and I'm mad at myself that I can't remember what that ingredient is. But if you happen to know, leave that in the comments down below, because I can't remember, and that was a while ago. Also, both of these sunscreens say to reapply every 2 hours. So I've got the Clinique Pep Start Daily UV Protector Broad Spectrum SPF 50. As you can see, it's a little mini size. This is, you know, one of the little products that you can get from Sephora for a $25 or more purchase. And let me just tell you, if I had paid full price for this, I would not be a happy camper. I do not like this, but first, let me tell you, the actual price for this is $19.50 for 1.7 ounces. And this says, feels weightless, looks better than bare on all skin tones. Ideal for a naturally perfected look on those no makeup days. Also blends flawlessly under makeup. For all skin types, allergy tested, fragrance free, dermatologist tested, non-acnogenic. Okay, so The main reason that I do not like this is, and I'm not about to put this on my face. I'm just not, but I'll show you here. So if it wants to come out, nope. All right. There's a generous amount, the same amount as the other two that I use. So as you can see, this one is also, you know, tinted. It's not white like the first one was. And when you start rubbing it out there, this is also gonna take a minute there. Yeah, you see that filter of gray there? That just layer that looks like a film is over my hand. That's how it looks on your face, okay? And also when you're applying it on your face, depending on how you're rubbing it in, it's one of those products that I guess you just have to know how to apply sunscreen, because when you're rubbing it in your face, you'll just see it'll just ball up into little sections and it'll just start crumbling on your face. So great under makeup wear, and works on all skin tones wear. I mean, I'm sure there are ways you could get around figuring out how to apply it on your face so that it doesn't ball up or anything like that, if you wanted to, and if you don't have to worry about, you know, that ashiness there, then maybe that's something that you might want to check out. But for those reasons, I'm staying away from that SPF. No. So the next sunscreen I have to talk about is the one that I do not have to physically show you, but I will insert a picture of it right here. It is the Glossier Invisible Shield Daily Sunscreen SPF 35. It retails for... price here somewhere. It retails for $25 for 1 fluid ounce. And what do they say about it here? Okay, it pretty much says it's a sunscreen for the face. Invisible Shield is not water resistant. We recommend using a water resistant sunscreen if swimming or sweating. Benefits: it's breathable, smells great, protective. Sorry there, my camera cut off there. But I don't have it to show you because I used it and I quickly broke out, so I quickly gave it away. If you have seen the video that I did on Glam Glow Masks, then you know what happened with those. And I was trying it kind of around the same time that I was trying those. I was thinking, okay, maybe that's what my breakout issue is, but I stopped using those and I was still using their SPF and I was still breaking out. And at that point, that was the only other thing that was new at that point as far as my skincare goes. So I stopped using it, and you know, your girl stopped breaking out. Obviously I have breakouts here and there, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. So that was the deal breaker there for me. You know, I did look into it. It does have the ingredient of orange extract. No, orange, let's see here, orange peel oil. And you know, there have been some things said about that and what its ingredients are that are kind of alarming. You know, I'll let you look into it if you are interested in this SPF, just because, you know, I'm gonna come at me like, well, nah. So if you're interested, you know, I would look into it. And the last one I have to talk to you about is the one that I was the most excited to try, the most disappointing to me, and the most expensive. Okay, it is the Murad Invisibler Perfecting Shield Broad Spectrum SPF 30. This retails for $65 for 1 ounce, or you can pay $80 to get 1.7 ounces. Okay, just to recap here, I'm pretty sure all 4, even the 2 other ones that I didn't care for, are like 1.7 ounces, 2.5 for, you know, like $20. And this is $65 for 1 ounce. So there's that to start this off here. And I've seen a whole bunch of people say that they love this SPF for a whole bunch of reasons. One, the fact that it is invisible. So let's see here if we can squeeze. I hate this actual applicator thingy, but I've also given this to my mother. There's still some in here, and she probably would not be a happy camper if she knew that I was using it like this. But this is what it looks like on the back of your hand. And then when you start blending this out, it is, you can still see the back of this hand is still ashy. It is, you know, invisible. It's going to be see-through clear on your It's gonna be see-through clear on your face. I'll get to why my face looks like this. So that is, you know, what it'll look like on your face. So there's that. And that is one of the main reasons, you know, I've seen a lot of people say that's their favorite SPF, especially on darker skin, because it's not going to leave that ash on your face. Another reason a lot of people say that they really like this is because it can also be a, you know, 2-for-1. So you can use it as SPF, but you can also use it as primer. So, you know, some people skip that step, primer, because they use this. Now, let me tell you why I think people like this as primer. This SPF has that silicone primer type of feel. So if you've ever tried the, what is it? The Smashbox photo icon, you know, like that original primer from Smashbox, the one that everyone and their mama loved for years. It was in everyone's favorites. That is what this is the most comparable to. So, you know, everyone loved that primer. So maybe that's why they love this as a primer feel, because it has that exact same feel. Now, if you know me, you know I absolutely positively hate any type of product with a silicone feel to it. Not only that, but it has that greasy type feel. So that is also why I'm low-key cringing, because just touching it has me like, and that's just, for me, why that one is a deal breaker. I absolutely positively hate the feel of it. And, you know, I know there are other people out there who, like, texture matters to them. It's got that greasy type of feel. It's pretty much a silicone primer here in SPF. And, you know, that's why a whole bunch of other people might like it. But I've got primers that I like. I don't need it for a primer. I need it to be an SPF on my face. It's an SPF of 30. I found other SPFs that, you know, literally will do the same thing, will be just as clear and won't feel like that. So if that does not matter to you, you know, then you can check that out. But it matters to me, which is why it's a no for me, dog, on that one. Also, you know, the price for 1 ounce compared to what you can get for much cheaper. I mean, it does leave your hand very nice. But no. And that is it on the 5 that I had talked to you about today. Those were my experiences with those 5, and that is why I'm only rocking with 2 out of the 5. If you have any other SPFs that you would recommend, make sure to leave them in the comments down below. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So make sure to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe down below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I don't know if I said it, but the Clinique one doesn't have a smell. And, you know, just because I know someone's going to be like, well, you didn't fully rub the Clinique one in. Nah, fam, it's rubbed in. That's just how it's going to leave your face after it's rubbed in. I just...